on it for me. What do you mean by that? What's 23 years?
Possessed.
No. We are not. You will not.
Pathetic.
You're very insulting.
I think you can still get up there if you want to try.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be poison ivy, though, so just be careful.
I think I brought a flashlight. I wonder why they took it out. Safety issues, maybe?
Not sure. It's been gone for a long time.
Laser pointer, that's not what I want. Not the UV either. Poison ivy? I don't see any.
It's on the ground. It's 3 leaves.
Okay.
I think.
Well, I'm wearing pants.
Just be careful, because I got it at Henry River, remember?
Henry River Mill.
Yeah.
I mean, I've run into poison ivy a little bit, but like,
Okay.
I don't think that I'm actually
Okay.
one of those
It'll
people.
be like on the ground, so.
I remember this. You walked up here in the snow and like took pictures or something when you before
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Before you moved down. I recognize it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no spiders. That's refreshing.
Right.
Oh my God, this is a steep hill. You can come in here. This looks like it was a slide though, the way it's built. Like it was on purpose. Right here? Don't fall down the hill.
Try not to. Oh, okay. So, this is where the stairs connected. Yeah. I don't know what that's weird looking though.
It's like wiring for light.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe they like made it nice and before they took it down. But see where the bar is? The bar was always there, but that's where the actual slide was.
I wonder if it actually was a slide.
I do wonder, because like, see how this is
Okay.
concrete? Like, this was built a long time ago. So obviously it was part of it. It had to have been.
Yeah. Huh.
Probably not the wood, but like the actual concrete.
This is actually really, really cool.
Right? And up there, you can't tell now, but that's actually all concrete, the whole thing.
It's a concrete block.
Yeah, and it goes all the way back to, I'll show you, because it comes out to the path up there.
Give it back.
Give it back? Give what back?
What back? We didn't, nothing.
I wonder.
Rational.
Rational? What are you using? Ghost tube?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Mosquitoes are kind of bad, that's okay.
Easier getting up because I didn't wear boots. I didn't think I was going to be climbing hills. I wore walking shoes.
Oh, there's broken glass on the ground, so just be careful.
Yeah.
I think people must come up here.
Oh, I lost the spirit box. Look, it's right here.
Oh.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize. Somebody would have been weirded out by that, I think. Okay. What's up, guys? So, we are in her home turf. We came up to...
We are right near my childhood house where I grew up. This is so exciting.
Yeah, we're doing something a little different here. We are actually in our community.
Yeah.
It's actually a very historic area for a lot of different reasons. What? Accident? That's weird.
Oh, that's weird.
So, we're actually in what used to be a gigantic munitions factory.
Yes.
About 8,000 plus workers worked here. Built in 1942, closed down in about 1945. Oh man. And we were trekking down the trails to look for some ruins that are actually still left here.
I showed him like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I came out here. I actually got a tick. So you're welcome.
Yeah, last time we were out here, I did not get a chance to see it. So we figured it'd be really cool since you guys really like the history. This area was huge for World War II munitions. This is awesome.
Yeah. This is the
Something
the
in the
bunker.
woods.
This is the storage.
Oh, okay.
Notice how this hasn't opened. It's weird.
So this entire area, this is the Radisson community. It was purchased as a, wow, this is cool. Oh. This is so sick. Okay. Let's see. Let's check this out.
Sorry, I'm just like, there's stuff everywhere.
There is stuff everywhere. It didn't look like it was this intense on the pictures.
This did not look anything like this when I came here. This is crazy.
They've made a walking path. Whoa, look.
Oh, they closed it up. It was a tunnel.
Was it?
Yeah, they closed it.
So this actually, doing a little bit of research, this actually was a storage bunker for...
Absolutely not.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Oh, there's something up there too.
No, that's just part of the walking path.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was telling you about.
This was a storage bunker for the powder. What was it called?
It was not pick acid. What the heck was it?
No, not pick.
Nitrate? No.
Oh man, I forget what it's called. And anyway, basically this entire area was a munitions factory, pretty much dedicated to making this material, explosive material, primarily used for armor piercing shells. And this right here, this actually was a storage bunker that they would actually store the powder in. The powder was actually extremely volatile. One of the things when we went to Split Rock, one of the issues there was that factory exploded because there was evidently a spark at some point. There was strenuous regulations. You had to wear like this suit. You had to basically come in. Not far from here is actually a historic sign. Maybe we'll get to show you, I don't know, where they would be transported in. Gas was rationed at this point. Oh yeah, there's a vent. Looks like there's a vent tower up here too. Gas was rationed, and the bus system, the public transportation, wasn't doing really good, right? And so the government instituted a rideshare program. So, oh, there's a bunch of trash in there, unfortunately now. But they would trek everybody in up front. You would go through a strenuous security protocol. You would strip to your skivvies. Actually, you would get pretty much completely naked, and they would give you a special uniform designed to not generate spark. You were also checked to make sure you didn't have matches and lighters and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, you're right. It's like a fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not even the part I was talking about. But, I mean, it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a shortcut.
All right. I'll meet you there in just 2 seconds. Let me get closer to the thingy, the bunker. I know. There's so much. You could tell she's really excited because this is urbexy. She loves this crap. She gets ants in the pantsy. But, which I do too. This is exciting. A little bit different for us, at least for a while. Come in and check this stuff out. This is so cool. But yeah, these giant doors were put here because obviously people were coming in here and they were vandalizing. But this community basically was purchased after that, and they decided to build a community here, and this community's been built up ever since. But it's only about 80% complete, evidently. Started a long time ago, but before that it was farmland, and before that a lot of Native American history, which is really cool. We're not really going to touch on that in this video. I really want to show you the World War II stuff. This was something like 7,000 acres, 3,000 employees at the start of construction, 8,000 at its peak.
I will say I haven't looked, but the last time I came up here in 2019, I saw a guy and his girlfriend walking, and they told me that there's way more. There's a crap ton over here, but there's way more even over there.
Yeah.
So, and I never looked. I've never looked. So, like, maybe in the wintertime I'll look, but I wouldn't be able to see it right now.
Where's 31 from here?
31? It's way that way.
Okay. So, massive area. We are centered in where they actually made the compound D. Where they stored the powder, filtered and mixed the powder, and then processed it.
Ready for this part?
Yeah.
This is it. I want to in here.
Super overgrown this time of year, so I'm hoping we can see some cool stuff. Whoa.
Yeah, this was it. This was part of it. You see the bars.
It smells. You smell that? That's crazy. I don't know if that's just old paint.
No, it smells like a basement.
Yeah. This is
I
sick.
wonder if there's something under like beneath this. Do you see the structures up there?
Yeah.
Isn't it neat?
Yeah, so these were, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay,
talking
so
about.
these are mounts. These are where all of the vats would be on top of. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. That's what this was.
You can pick me up and put me up there if you want. And pass the camera.
You want to go up?
Yeah.
Oh, there's more over there too. Oh my gosh.
I told you, this is what I was saying.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
everywhere. I told you the path goes around everything.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
Okay.
If you go over here, and if you go in the woods that way, there's even more of this.
Whoa.
Yeah. Check this out.
So this was the central factory area. Towards 31, which is like she was saying, it was way that way. That was administration, and that means that way would have been where they kept the acids.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a sign here.
This is cool. I don't know if this is some kind of well. This is how I got up here the last time.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
It's worth it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Mosquitoes are awful.
What was this even?
That
Maybe
the last time I saw this, all you could see was some brick.
Yeah.
This was not exposed, so.
this could have just been a structural column, or it could be a chimney.
Oh. That it looks familiar, like something in the photos, but I can't.
This is really cool.
I can't believe this is from 1940s.
Yeah.
You want to check it out?
Yeah. Trying to get up here. Ow.
I got my phone. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. Oh, I got the flashlight.
This is treacherous. Just gonna warn you.
I'll see how deep we can get in here without getting ticks.
And the poison sumac, be careful of that
Red stuff. What red stuff?
It's higher up on the trees. It looks like red furry stuff.
Oh, okay. Don't touch red furry stuff. Okay. Got it. Oops.
See, there's a wall right there.
Oh, yeah.
The stairs are around here somewhere too.
Whoa. This is sick.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of poison ivy. Be careful.
I'm wearing pants.
I know, but the oils, it doesn't get on you.
We'll just be careful. I'll wash the pants when we get home. Yo, this is sick.
Right?
How cool is it?
I don't know the way. There's the stairs.
Oh, there's like a signpost here.
Is it?
Yeah, right here.
Cool. I never saw that.
Wow.
Look at all this. Like, you see, like, where there was like.
Yeah, this was an entire area, manufacturing area. Multiple concrete walls. I don't think we can make it over to the... Oh, there are the vat holders over there. Yo. I mean, there weren't any signs. I don't think they care we climb up here, right?
There used to be signs and there's not anymore, so I don't think so. I think because they closed it off.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I don't want to bother those people that are over there in that house and apartments. But, I mean, like, I don't want to shine my light in there.
I want to climb the stairs feel like they were in front, kind of.
Yeah, these are.
Usually like around the corner.
There's more over there.
Yeah, like there's stairs like down a little bit.
These are the vat holders. Yeah. They would hold these giant vats.
Yeah, and that's when I looked it up. Those are that.
Yeah, so we saw the pictures.
Yeah.
This is so sick.
Are there any spirits here?
So historic. I love this kind of history because my family is tied to it. My great grandfather was a nuclear. Oh yeah. Yeah, because there was something right here.
Correct.
This would have held a.
It said correct.
Oh wow.
There's ghosts here. The way I said that, I'm sorry. I got so excited.
This would have held a giant barrel of some kind. There's another one over there.
Yeah.
Either barrels for holding chemicals, acids. Oh, here's the stairs. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, yep, that's it. That's the stairs.
And there were drains. Look.
Yeah, the pipes. Yep, that's it.
Man. Oh yeah, and there's another. So they could have poured the chemicals out here and they would have gone through these troughs. Man, people used to work here.
Yes.
Thousands and thousands of
This
people.
is like one of like what, 10?
Yeah.
There's like 10 of holy. There's like 10 of these.
I think these are those big things we saw in the pictures.
Yes, I think you're right.
They're all gone, but like.
The holders are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there more down the thing?
I don't know. I didn't go any farther. I went farther that way. So
Wow. Yeah, so this is cool.
I think it ends right there actually. Like this part of it.
Yeah, that's the end of the whole structure.
Yeah, this structure. This is one. So
Yeah.
this is. I don't know how well intact the other ones are, but they're really hard to get to. I don't think we'll be able to get to them.
Can you-
couldn't get to
can you
another
s-
one in the fall.
But can you see them from the path?
No. The path just goes up to these apartments.
I'm gonna start Spirit Talker just to see. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're bad tonight. But if we come down back to the path.
Yeah.
it's clearly-
Ouch. Maybe we should have sprayed ourselves. Ouch.
We definitely.
Ouch.
It said this happens. It does when you don't use mosquito spray.
Ouch. Dang, these ones hurt, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to turn my ringer on.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
I should have brought a flashlight.
I dropped my damn phone. Yeah, it was sitting. Flashlight was sitting in the bag next to the. That's why. That's where I got this one.
Creature.
Creature.
Oh, how cool.
So, huh?
I can help you. What do you need? Look, there's another trench here.
So they said like if you. Yeah.
Stay and talk.
Stay and talk.
Stay and talk.
Maybe down at the pathway because
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
getting
talk down by the path.
getting eaten alive here.
Did you see all the bats?
Yeah, yeah.
That's Robert. Oh, yeah.
That's so cool. This is sick, man.
You know what?
Ouch.
There used to be more. I think that they might be taking them out.
Yeah.
There used to be, there was thing around this whole thing.
Could be buried.
Strong.
Could be just really hard to see right now. This is really not the ideal time of year
No.
for this.
Really not. I can't keep going. There could be.
Memories here.
Yeah.
Memories here.
So this stuff was so incredibly volatile that like just the tiniest of sparks would create an explosion. So they had strenuous tight conditions. Plus, they even made a lot of the places that were surrounding this entire area tear down homes, even abandoned places, to prevent spying. This was a very clandestine area. Now, they said this was also tied to a similar location we went to, Split Rock Quarry. That used to be where they would,
This home.
That was just a sign that was
yeah,
coming over.
they would pull the materials out and process it for these factories. And there was another factory there that exploded. And actually one next to that one even that was said to, it's not on record, but actually is said to produce nuclear materials.
Oh my god.
What did it say? Get up and leave?
Who is she?
Well, that's Cait.
Yeah, we're Cait and Rob.
So we're out here just ghost hunting a little bit of history, a little bit of urbex. Now, we're here to chat. Whoever would like to talk. I'd like to talk to anybody who might have worked here. Sinister.
Sinister.
We're in between two of them right now. The next
Yeah.
one is over. I didn't get to it, but it's back over here. We have to go really far in the woods. There's no way we can make it that far.
No.
I didn't even make it, so.
I'd like to speak to anybody who's worked here before. Is there anyone here that would like to talk to us that worked at this factory? Maybe someone from the families of the farms that might have gotten taken for this factory. So the United States came in, the government came in, and actually took this land. They submitted, well, they still do it nowadays, but they actually took this property. About 250 different families had to uproot their farms.
Interesting. But, this is where there used to be a round brick structure right here.
Huh.
Oh, you can kind of see where it was.
I wonder what that was.
This is the perimeter.
Oh, they pulled it out.
They did a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
See the perimeter, but it was all brick. And when I was a kid, it was there. It was falling down.
Yeah. I wonder why they pulled it out. I wonder what it was.
Rituals here.
Rituals?
Like, I mean, people have been hanging out here for a long time.
Were there rituals? Like, what kind of rituals?
Oh, look, there's like a little path thing. I wonder what's in there. I don't want to go in there, but is there anything in there?
It doesn't look like it. There's like a hilled area.
Oh, that's probably where we just came from.
Where is do you know where that hill is that was here?
The big hill?
Yeah.
We were up on top of it.
Like, no, the giant one that we were talking about that was right next to it. Because this was built to the east of this large mound they used to use as a gravity-fed tunnel to get rid of the corrosive materials.
All of the hills here were carved out by glaciers, and they like kind of all go in a row. So
This would have been one central one. It would have been directly, well, I guess it would have been
this
west.
whole, like, thing is it like it's all one giant.
We're walking on it.
Yeah.
Because the factory was built to the east of this hill, and it was said to, they built it there, because they built, oh, there's something there, look.
There is. Oh, there's definitely something I didn't see that before.
Is this all?
Poison ivy, yeah. I think
All right.
so.
Well, screw it. I'll do it for the people. I'll do it for the people. I'll do it for the people. It's okay. One of us could get it.
What's in there?
Oh my gosh, there's walls. And looks like where
I'm sorry, I can't not do it. Oh my god.
this would have been where I think another vat would have been, maybe. Or equipment. Keep in mind they would have had housing for there's a pole here or a tree that looks like they're going to come down. Yes. They would have been flooding in water. That's one of the reasons. Another reason why they built it here was at the confluence of 3 different rivers. So they would flood water in here, and they would be funneling in acids important to create the compound D. Also storage for the completed munitions. And that is actually currently, some of those are being used to house maintenance trucks and things to take care of this property now. Whoa. There would have been wood structures similar to split rock. They're all gone now, of course. Nothing left but the stone structures. Ugh. I don't know if it's flat. Yeah, it's flat. It's filled with dirt.
Oh, dang.
So,
That was something that they filled in.
yeah.
That was always there and I never knew about it.
No. They've cleared out over the years. Whoa, there's more wall over here. Oh, I almost fell into between 2 big giant stones.
Oh, are they stones or fences?
They're stones.
Oh,
Giant stones.
cool.
Well, they're pieces of the building, and there's a concrete wall here falling.
Oh, I see that. That's cool.
This is like the coolest thing ever.
It is.
Spider.
It just said hole on this
Hole.
I'm enjoying this.
Are you? Are you making fun of me? You tagging along with us? I don't know what this could have been. It's hard to tell.
I know. It's so cool. I didn't know this was here.
There would have been safety slides off a lot of this, so workers could like basically slide down these giant metal slides to get away from explosions.
Oh, yeah, I do wonder. Why is
That's why we were curious if they took some of those slides and made like a little park back in the day that she used to play on,
Yeah,
which may be the case, to be honest.
it might be. I do wonder like why they did that in the first place.
Wow.
Oh no, it's right here.
So they built this to the east of a giant hill. The idea was to avoid something like Split Rock, where in the event of an explosion, catastrophic explosion, it wouldn't completely destroy the area.
That's the slide.
Okay. This goes to that slide you were talking about?
Yep, all the way to the slide.
Oh, this does a big circle. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. It was hard to explain. I don't remember this though. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Look, it's got moss ground. This wasn't.
There's a step up here. Yeah, this is the building.
This must have been woods the last time I came here, or covered up.
Yeah.
This was not here before.
How cool is that?
This is cool. I remember this part.
Yeah, it's like a little parking lot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The other reason they built it here was the winds were perfect. So the idea was that the winds are just so that any noxious fumes and gases wouldn't stick around
Yeah.
and poison the area. So it would poison other areas, but not this area. So that's nice for the people that were here.
Yeah.
And this is in the middle of Baldwinsville,
Yep.
New York. So it was designed to protect that little village, much bigger village now, but at the time there wasn't that as many people. But
That goes up to the.
yeah, I wonder what that used to be.
What? That? I don't know. I don't remember that. There's so much stuff we just uncovered that I didn't see before. And I've been coming up here for 30 years.
Is there anyone here that worked here? I'd like to talk to you. We'll stay here for a couple minutes. I do want to do like a Estes Method session. One thing that's weird about this area is the massive amount of EMF, high EMF.
We like the dark.
We like the dark. Why? That's so cool. These are strewn throughout. You can find vestiges of the acid areas, the administration areas, and this, which would have been the central area for manufacturing the compound D.
And I think that was actually for the main storage of it, right?
Yeah, one of them.
We can throw a picture. I actually took some photos when that was open in 2019, so you can see what the inside looked like. It's like a tunnel. Oops, a tunnel that ends. Basically, it's just a big storage space.
Yeah.
But it's really cool.
Uh-oh. Is it gonna storm?
Probably fireworks.
Fireworks. Okay. It's been storming here the last couple of days, so
Yeah.
we haven't had a chance to get out. Oh man.
More energy.
More energy?
Oh.
You need more energy? Oh man. So, it's really cool to get out and about here. I wish it were under a little bit better circumstances. Like I said, we're out here. We were up here helping some family, dealing with some things. Wanted to check. I've always wanted to check this out. I didn't get to check it out last time I was up here, and that was ages ago. But unfortunately, sad news, guys. Really sad news. If it does sound like I am okay, I assure you I am not okay. This is just a little bit of a therapy session for me. Sorry to say, but like, unfortunately, I lost my dad yesterday. Tried not to become a giant marshmallow on camera. That's not the point of this.
It's okay.
But honestly, I owe you guys a lot. I have a responsibility to you guys in the channel, and I want to make sure. You smell that? It smells old.
It does.
I have a responsibility to keep going. This is what my dad would have wanted anyway. He was a big supporter of what I do.
He was.
He thought it was really cool. He actually wanted to do it himself. And unfortunately, we just never really got a chance to do that. Which, you think you have so much time. You always think you have so much time. I always did. He was young. His birthday is actually in a couple of weeks. He didn't even get to make it to 60. Sadly, he had some health complications. He got sick. He's had some health complications for a while. I think you guys, if you've been with us a long time, you know. He's had some heart issues that he's never really fully recovered from, and he ended up getting sick, and then he ended up getting blood poisoning, and sadly he's no longer with me. So if I seem weird or a little bit off sometimes over the next like several weeks, guys, please just understand it's not exactly the easiest time for me.
He's such a trooper. I can't believe you're still doing videos.
Yeah, I was strongly considering kind of not, but you know, like I said, I owe you guys a lot. We owe you guys a lot. You guys stuck with us through a lot of crap, but this is a responsibility, and honestly, I love this so much, and this is therapy for me. Getting out here making this ancient spirit. It's a little weird. This is therapy for me, getting out and making these videos for you guys, and it's a lot of fun. But that is really cool. So my plan tonight is to we're heading back, and we're gonna maybe try a little bit of an Estes tonight. I thought that might be cool, and see if we can't contact anybody that either might be from this land,
Yeah.
or may have worked at this factory. How cool would that be?
That would be so cool. I want to.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wanting to eat it.
And who knows? You know, wishful thinking. Maybe the old man will come see me.
Oh, maybe he will.
Maybe the old man will come see me.
Maybe he will.
Anyway, guys, like I said, life is really, really short. Please do not take it for granted. Talk to that person. Talk to that person maybe that you haven't talked to in a long time. Let the BS go that may not be that big a deal, to be honest with you. It's not worth it. It really isn't. At the end of the day, he and I had our differences. I'd take that all over again just to have him back. So.
Get away from here.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and head back and get set up here. Maybe if we find some more stuff, we'll film it. But for the time being, we're gonna go get set up for Estes, guys. So stay tuned.
BRB.
Okay. All right, guys. We're not setting up for Estes just
Look
yet.
at this,
but
you guys.
Look at this.
I grew up in high EMF, and one of my houses is so haunted.
So the crazy idea about EMF, all right, the big question mark, the theory, is that high EMF maybe mean paranormal, but we're not entirely sure that's the case.
No, they've done studies,
Yeah.
and they have directly related it. They don't know if it's associated with paranormal.
And that could either mean EMF means spirits or feeds spirits energy.
It is going
or
down.
it feeds delusion, hallucinations. So we're gonna kind of walk through here just a tad before we go get set up. We're not far from where we're gonna do Estes, but we're going to the main entranceway road, I believe.
Oh, you want to go all the way down there?
Is it far?
Kinda.
That's houses.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just houses. This goes down away, and you have to take a right, and then it goes down.
That's crazy. This is all a neighborhood now. So half of this area went to wildlife refuge, and half of it went to this development.
Yep.
Fun fact, though, Radisson is actually named after a French explorer that explored this area.
Right,
Yeah, he was actually kidnapped by the indigenous people, and ended up coming up here with Mohawk and exploring this area where he escaped from. all of Syracuse area, which is kind of interesting. Fun fact. Anyway.
There's so much history.
Yeah.
It's insane.
We're gonna have a little explore, and then we're gonna go check out. We're gonna go do the Estes. Anyway, you guys needed to see that. This is pretty sick. It's still pretty high EMF, to be honest.
Yeah, the EMF is still going.
This whole area. This is
The
insane.
whole area.
Anyway, stay tuned. All right, guys. So we are all set up here. So the location that we are at is actually right behind us.
Show. We commanded.
Show we commanded.
Wow.
That's very interesting.
That's creepy.
We believe right behind us is where the central drainage ditch is for the factory.
Yeah, for the entire thing. It's
Yeah.
huge. It goes across this entire development. It's
Goes
amazing.
across the
Sorry,
entire development.
It's so cool.
There might be a little bit of noise, guys. We are in a neighborhood, and it is the weekend, and
It's
the
a little
neighborhood
rowdy out there.
is they're doing neighborhood things on a Saturday, so
Yeah.
keep that in mind. But
And this neighborhood was built on top of the factory where the factory was,
Yes.
so there's that.
the entire community. Kind of crazy, actually. So basically what happened was after 1945, the military deemed this as excess, and began to sell off the property. Property then was initially auctioned off to the federal government, the United States government. Then it was auctioned off to the state government here in New York. After that, it went to, partials of it were offered to families of the fallen in World War II. And then after that, it went to the public for sale. And it went to the original families that were basically kicked off this area. And then it went to the public for sale. So, and now we have this community. Now the original plan was a huge development. We're about 80% complete. So this place is massive. Half of the total acreage of the factory did go to a wildlife refuge. So there's that too. So half and half split. So it's massive. It's monumentally large, pretty much.
Did you say 5,000 acres? Or
7,000.
7,000 acres.
Yeah,
That's
7.
insane.
I believe it was 7 or 70. I can't remember exactly, but it was huge. Let's just put it that way. Massive. But yeah, there were, I'm sure, accidents here. This was the 40s. Things were crazy.
Blast.
I don't know that for certain, but like I said before that, it would have been primarily farmland. There's tons of history. Actually, right down the road, we found out there were a bunch of schoolhouses and things like that. And there's actually Revolutionary War history before that.
It's insane. I never knew any of this.
In fact, this entire area was part of a military tract, so tracts of land were deeded off to veterans of the Revolutionary War.
Secrets.
Ghosts hold secrets?
Walls hold
Walls
secrets.
hold
That's very
secrets.
interesting.
That's very interesting considering what we just saw was mostly walls.
Yes. Yeah. And of course, before that, various native tribes. Before that, it would have been largely Iroquois territory. And before that would have been just prehistoric glacier land. So very, very interesting. Very interesting stuff. So what we want to do tonight, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of dowsing rods. Obviously, this was a little bit more of an explore, but we want to do a little bit of paranormal too. So.
Oh, there's so much history. How can you not? It's insane.
Right. By the way, guys, the EMF
Again.
has basically been pinged this entire time. So very, very interesting detail. Whew, that's crazy,
I
actually.
can't believe it's going all the way to red now.
Yeah. In fact, standing here for as long as we have, I kind of feel a little bit lightheaded. So it's kind of interesting how that might impact this kind of a thing. So we're going to do a little bit of dowsing rods first, and we're going to try a little bit of Estes Method. I know you guys love it. By the way, guys, check it out.
Oh yeah,
Check
we
it
got
out.
new merch.
Check it
Oh,
out.
you can see it. I'm not tall enough.
Here we go. We can.
Well, this is a tank top, but yes, this is just a sample.
Yes.
so.
Comment below. Let us know what you think. We have
Let
not
us know if you like it.
finalized. What is it?
Watch us.
Watch us. We haven't finalized the designs yet.
No,
we're
not
still
yet.
we're still finishing this up. But let us know in the comments what you think about the
Yeah,
merch.
so you like these.
Yeah. All right. So real quick. So I'm going to ask a series of yes or no questions.
I was a child.
That was weird.
This is my place.
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
Why is it so active
I
right
don't-
now?
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
just,
know.
Maybe because the
Maybe it's
EMF.
the EMF, yeah. We do have set up REM pod. We have cat balls and things as well. So the usual deal. All right, so I'm going to ask a series of yes or no questions. I'm going to use these rods. These aren't going to hurt you. They're just made of copper. So if you would like to come communicate with these, they are not going to harm you.
Higher.
Keep in mind, we don't mean you any disrespect. We're just here to communicate with whoever might be here tonight. We're here to give you a voice. There's a lot of people watching this show that are interested in you, interested in what it's like for you, interested in the afterlife or the question thereof. Captain, that's really interesting. So, yes or no questions. If you want to answer yes, cross them. If you want to answer no, spread them. I might.
Are you a friend?
Spider web. I might even ask you to use these to point if that's okay, just so maybe we can tell where you
What
are.
are you using?
Dowsing rods. Dowsing rods. Also, if you would like to interact with the apps that we are using, you could do that. There's word banks in them. If you would like
We
to,
commanded.
you can interact with the cat balls. They'll light up. Again, that just tells us where you are. We also have what is called a REM pod. It has an antenna you can get close to, interact with.
You can make this go off more, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, it's already almost pink,
true.
but it might be because you're here. I don't know.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you can get close to that antenna on the REM pod. You can make it go off.
David.
Again, that will
Ooh.
just, David, that's weird.
That's weird.
Very clear. All right. Here we go. All right. Are there any spirits or anyone here that maybe would like to communicate with us tonight? We'd like to talk to you. Okay. All right. Are you familiar? Whoa. Okay.
Oh, it already knew what you were going to ask.
Are you familiar with this area as a factory? Okay. So this was like a World War II factory? Do you know what they made here? Nothing.
Nothing. That's
Okay.
strange.
Were you a worker at the factory, or did you work around the factory?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Did you perchance maybe pass away at the factory? Was there like maybe an accident or something? Okay. All right. Was it like chemically related or just kind of a general accident? Okay. Was it quick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is crazy.
Were you from here originally before the factory was here?
Oh.
It's kind of interesting.
That is
Okay.
interesting.
Let's see. All right. All right. So there's a lot of workers. Obviously, a lot of the males were overseas fighting. Were you a female? Were you a female working here?
It's female.
It's kind of interesting.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
There's a lot of women workers during World War II just because there weren't a lot of males.
Right.
Obviously, the
Well, there
higher
were some males in the pictures.
on the higher end working, there was going to be males working for the military. There's going to be similar to like my great grandfather. He went to go sign up for the military with his brothers, and they pulled him out of line, and he was sent immediately to a clandestine project, the Manhattan Project, to work
It's crazy.
to make the atomic bomb work, basically.
It's not easy.
So yes, there were higher end like scientists, people, brainiacs, people they did not want to send overseas to fight.
What's not easy?
All right.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Okay.
That is crazy, though.
So just confirm, like, so you passed away working at the factory. Oh, okay.
That
All
was
right.
pretty quick.
So the area that we're at, is that where you worked? So you worked with the actual chemicals, or was it the acids, or so was it the chemicals? Okay. So just to confirm, so did you work with the maybe the administration? That's a no.
Wow.
Okay.
That's crazy.
All right. Did you work in the hold on. Did you work in the? Did you work with the acids in the acid section? Nothing. Did you work with the acids? No. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So
interesting.
just to be clear, you worked with the chemicals that were here where we're standing to make the compound D.
D.
Yo!
It did not just say D.
It did say D. It said D on the spirit talker.
Look at it.
Deep.
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 Okay. I was
That
gonna say.
freaked me out for a
Rest in
second.
peace.
Rest in peace. It said deep. Deep.
It scared me. I was
Okay.
like, "There's no way."
All right. So,
Wow.
was there like a chemical spill? Is that how you died?
How many are there?
So crazy.
That's wild. So, all right. Are you buried here nearby?
What? No way.
That's strange.
That is strange.
That's a little strange. Okay. So, I want to try a form of communication. I want to try something called the Estes Method. It just basically uses a spirit box so we can maybe talk to you. Is that something you'd be interested in working with us with? Are you okay with that? Okay.
Oh,
Let
they're
me-
not a little unsure.
Let me ask you this. Are you alone here?
Can you feel me?
Yes, I can.
Oracle.
Oracle. Are there others here?
Chest.
There are others
I
here.
think there's a lot because their
Okay.
stuff keeps going off.
All right. So,
Abdomen.
real quick, we're going to try an Estes Method. If you are new to the channel or you're new to this, the idea is that we utilize the spirit box. In our case, we're going to use the S-Box 2 that we got from Ghost Town. It's something we've been using for a little while. There are plenty of things you can use to do this. The idea is that we're going to put on a blindfold, or she is, and we're going to put on some soundproof headphones. I am then going to ask some questions. Similar to a spirit box session, except you're going to blank out any kind of exterior noise, so to speak,
Yep.
and focus in. We'll do this for a temporary period of time. We like to take precautionary measures in case, because you do seem to go into a bit of a trance state, so we want to be very careful with this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different versions of this, a lot of different forms of this. We are doing the Estes Method, sort of maybe the simpler one out there. Yeah, a lot of people do it differently, but we're basically gonna sit down.
I'm not gonna be tied up. And
Yes,
stuff.
it's not gonna be tied up.
Basically, that's what we mean.
Yeah. She's just gonna be wearing a blindfold and the soundproof headphones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get set up here, and we'll run the Estes Method session, and we'll see what we can capture. She's usually pretty good about this.
I'm nervous.
yeah.
I'm super nervous tonight.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so intense.
Guys, be sure as we're filming, as we're doing this, you listen very, very carefully, just in case we do happen to pick anything up on camera or on our microphones.
Yeah.
I will do my best to listen for things and point some things out for you. But all in all, I can miss things. So just be mindful of that. And what was that?
There's something in the woods.
It's a little weird.
What was that?
That was a weird noise too.
It was weird.
Okay.
I don't know.
I guess let's get started. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do
All right.
this.
Let's get going.
You are capable.
Girl.
Girl. So who's with me tonight? Who's with me that would like to come forward and talk with me tonight?
84.
84.
He said that.
There's a lot of people watching the show. They have questions. They're curious about you.
1800s.
You're from the 1800s. Are you familiar with this area? Are you familiar with the factory that was here?
That's life. Watching you.
Watching me?
You trust him.
Trust him. That's interesting.
Youth.
So we were using the dowsing rods a second ago. It seems we were speaking to
My
maybe
mother told me.
speaking to a woman who worked at the factory here. Are you with me tonight? Are you with me right now? Would you like
You're
to?
the only one.
Would you like to speak?
Revolution.
Revolution.
Please leave. Get out.
Can you give me a name? Who's with me? Who are
He
you?
sees it.
Who are you? It's okay. You can come forward. We don't mean any disrespect. This is just a chance to talk. So feel free to come forward and talk to me.
You feel better?
I do. I do feel better. Do feel a little better, as better as I can. Why do you ask?
Can you hear me?
I can.
5.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. You're actually utilizing Cait here. She's listening, and she's going to tell me what you say. Why are you here tonight?
A little.
A little?
Can you help me?
Maybe. What would you like? What kind of help would you like? Maybe I can try and help.
Idiot.
Well, that's not going to get you help. Insults are not going to garner favor from me.
You said it.
Who is she?
That's Cait.
Go.
That's Cait. Why aren't you coming forward? You said you wanted help. What would you like? What do you
You
need help?
stupid.
What do you need help with? Why are you?
My name is Rose.
Your name is Rose? Why are you insulting me?
I don't know.
Ah. Well, I'm not trying to insult you. Don't insult me.
Open.
I'll respect you if you respect me.
We don't wanna.
You don't wanna? You don't want to respect? Why not? What's so bad about me? What's so bad about us being here? We just want to talk.
You gotta find somebody.
Gotta find somebody.
For real.
Who do you need to find?
Be gone.
That's not so nice. We're really just trying to have a conversation, trying to be friendly. Don't you want to be friendly? Don't you want to talk? I'm sure it gets lonely where you are.
Cut.
Cut. Does it get lonely where you are? You're very, very quiet tonight. Why don't you come forward and talk to me? I promise you we'll go. We just want to have a chat. Are you having trouble coming through? Are you having a hard time?
Damn.
You know, Cait's from here. Do you recognize her? She's had a lot of experience in this area.
You leave.
Disrespectful.
Gonna get you now.
We're not trying to be disrespectful. Do you recognize Cait? Do you know who she is?
Why aren't you leaving?
Well, because we're trying to do something. We really
Pathetic.
we just want to talk.
I'm not protecting you.
I don't need protection. I'm protected by the
There's
light.
those that run.
I'm protected by the light of God. Okay, so I'm not really afraid if you're trying to scare me. All right, we're trying to figure out if there's such things as spirits. I'm just trying to figure out if there's ghosts, spirits, if there's something to the world other than what we see with our eyes.
too easy.
Can you help with that?
Damn it.
Can you tell me maybe who you were? Were you a human at some point? Were you alive?
You get me.
I get you.
23 years.
Huh? 23 years. What does that mean?
It's a secret.
No, no, no. You can't just say it and then say it's a secret.
It rhymes.
Expand on it. Expand on it for me. What do you mean by that? What's 23 years?
Possessed.
No, no, no. We are not. You will not.
Pathetic.
You're very insulting. You're very insulting for some reason. And I'm not entirely sure why, because
Mine.
we're being nothing but respectful to
Don't
you.
touch mine.
I'm not yours. She is not yours. So, I command you.
It's not the dog's.
I command you to tell me what you are, who you are. I command you. In the name of
Possessed.
In the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to tell me what you are.
The lake.
I command you, tell me what you are.
Ian.
Okay. There we
All
go.
mine.
No. No. You will not possess, touch, or otherwise harm either one of us. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Portal.
Gotta pull up my shirt.
You will not. In fact, after this conversation is done, you will leave. You will leave. You will leave from this place. Do you understand?
Get up.
Do you understand? You are not welcome here if you mean us harm.
Evil.
Do you understand? I want to make that perfectly clear. So guys, it does seem that like something maybe malicious is coming through. We are only going to go for another couple of minutes. This is one of the things that it happens to be a little bit risky to doing something like the Estes Method, or
Talk
even,
about that.
even investigating in general. Okay, we are
See you on the
here-
truck.
We are here running some
Run.
experiments to try to find some answers, not to the meaning of life or anything
Can I come
like
in
that.
here?
We'd like to know if there's something more to life. I believe that there is, but maybe we can collect some evidence.
Tear it up. Torn up.
That's
I
all
don't
we're
know.
doing. So this is going to be your last chance, okay? We're going to go for another few seconds here. This is your last chance right now to talk.
Had to say it.
To talk. What would you like to say to the people watching?
Exactly.
This is your chance to have a voice. What would you like to say?
It's the radio.
It's weird. What would you like to tell us tonight?
Demonic.
Ah, there we go. All right, you have 10 seconds. This is your 10-second mark.
I think so.
I hope you
Billy.
have something else besides that to say. What would you like to tell the people watching? What would you like to tell us?
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
Temper.
About 5 seconds left. Here's your last chance.
Go. Or stay.
You look familiar.
Go home.
Okay, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and terminate this conversation.
You can't go back.
Here you go.
Friday.
Friday.
Goodbye. Whew.
That was scary.
You can't go back Friday?
It said something about a fire, and then it said Friday.
That's weird.
It was really weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. That ended up turning weird.
Really?
Yes. All right.
I felt really scared like during it. I was like really concerned.
How do you feel?
That was.
Pretty intense, huh?
It felt intense.
It was. It started out kind of wonky. It's kind of funky, typically how it does.
Yeah.
But it got
It
really.
usually takes a few minutes for me to
Yeah.
really get into it. There's
It-
like cat balls everywhere.
Yeah. It ended up getting fairly dark, actually, towards the end.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I ended it. Guys, we really don't like I said, we really don't like to go super, super long with this. There is some risk associated with it. I've had issues with it myself. She has too.
And the times we have done it really long, it's gotten always towards the end. It's gotten super dark. So
Yeah. As deep as you get, as long as you go, you tend to get sort of.
bugs.
Ugh.
Yeah, the bugs
I
are
got
so
a bug in
bad
my
out
mouth.
here.
Deeper into sort of a trance state you do get, so we like to kind of stop it after a few minutes. If it tends to go south, if it tends to get real dark, I will go ahead and call it then as well. But yeah, that was interesting to say the least. You kept talking about a lot about possession, so it was starting to
That's creepy.
really concern me. You were answering my questions, which is really weird.
What questions?
Quite suspicious,
Okay.
actually. So I'll have
I
to.
don't like the sound of that at all.
So we'll have to listen to this back, and you'll have to find out.
Considering
but it's pretty
we're at
crazy.
my childhood home right now, and I'm terrified.
Yes, yeah, it's pretty freaky. It's pretty freaky. So
crazy.
we're gonna have to definitely take some precautions later to make sure there's no issues. But all right, guys. So this is actually really cool. A little bit different. You guys seem to. We put out a community post actually, and you guys voted that you really enjoyed the history aspect of this, as well as sort of the paranormal. So we like to mix it up. We like to do both. We're going to do both separately. We're going to mix it up too. So this was a great opportunity to do that. The history is very, very rich where we are. So we really wanted to capitalize on that. I thought it would be super cool, especially considering she's from here and she grew up with this stuff and she knows it pretty well. But we're going to go ahead and call it a night tonight and head out. Guys, if you're new to the channel, appreciate you coming. Make sure you do subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Maybe hype us a little.
Give us a hype
Give us a hype.
if you like the video.
Yeah. You guys have been awesome.
You guys have been amazing.
Yeah, literally, after this, we're gonna gear up. We're actually gonna go all the way down to Florida, so I can be with my family. And it's a tough time. But we're it keeps moving around. Yeah.
Sorry.
So
but
we're
yeah,
gonna.
it was a tough time.
Yeah, it's a real tough time for me personally, but we're gonna keep the content going. So appreciate all your support. It's been really awesome, and the video's been doing pretty awesome actually. All the shorts, all the videos we've been putting out, you guys have been interacting. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been really fun so far.
But yeah, so we're gonna call it
I
here.
said yeah, just agreed.
We're gonna call it here, guys. But as always, stay strong,
Stay blessed.
stay freaking savage.
Love you guys. Oh, I can't do heart hands, but love you. Peace. God bless.
Oops,
Oh.
almost hit you in the face.
It's okay.
This way.
Big guns. Love you guys. God bless.
Peace and love.
Peace.
God bless.
That didn't just happen.
That's weird.
That happened.
Did.